Welcome to the Preferred Flex Academy. My name is Tom Loud, and I'm the program designer and lead teacher here at the Academy. The purpose of this video is to provide families who are interested in the Academy with a better idea of who we are and what we offer. Now, the Preferred Flex Academy is a kindergarten through 5th grade school that's a part of the Blount County School system who has a mission of partnering with families who believe that a great public education should be flexible and unique to their child. Now, I'll begin by reviewing some of the things that our Academy has to offer. First and foremost, our Academy is completely free to attend. Because we are a public school, there are no tuition costs for students. Also, we provide the curriculum, the materials, and the technology device that your child needs free of charge. We also offer family events and a flexible schedule. Because the learning that your child is doing is at home, when your child completes the learning each day will be determined by the adult in the home and your family schedule and what works best for your family. Now, students are required to complete 6.5 hours of learning each day, but again, when that learning happens each day is determined by the adult in the home and your family schedule and what works best for your family. We also offer enrichment classes at a kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th grade level. Now, every student in the Academy is required to attend an enrichment class 1 day a week, and what enrichment class students attend will be determined by their academic level. So whether they are near a kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, or 5th grade level, whichever one of those levels fits your child best will determine what day of the week your child attends an enrichment class. Now, in regards to those enrichment classes, they are for 2.5 hours from 9 to 11:30. In those enrichment classes, your child will dive deep into a complex reading lesson, a math task, and a STEM activity of some sort. We also offer tutoring and support. So at any time or at any point throughout the week, you feel like your child needs some tutoring, some assistance, some additional support, or possibly even instruction presented to them from a different adult than you, then we offer that, again, free of charge every day of the week. We also provide personalized learning paths for every student in small class sizes. Small class sizes is referring mostly to the enrichment class day. Because our school is limited to 30 students, that averages to 5 students per grade level. And our enrichment classes are multi-age, multi-grade classes, which means that the enrichment class will have no more than 10 students. Next, I wanted to talk about student life and what life for your child will look like day to day. Now, your child will learn from home 4 days a week. And again, that learning will be 6.5 hours of learning Monday through Friday. And the learning that they do in terms of reading, math, science, and social studies will be based on the curriculum that we together have created and given you. So that will be done 4 days a week where you, the parent, will lead that instruction and will lead your child's education from home, again, 4 days a week. Now, 1 day a week, again, based on your child's academic level and level of readiness, will attend the Academy for 2.5 hours from 9 to 11:30, where they will receive reading lessons, math lessons, and a STEM activity of some sort with a group of students that are on their academic level. So that's kind of what the day-to-day life looks like, but I wanted to point out again that students will learn from home 4 days a week, led by a parent, using a combination of paper and pencil curriculum and online programs at home for 6.5 hours a day. They will attend the Academy 1 day a week for enrichment. Now, as far as the admission process goes, there's really a couple steps to becoming part of the Preferred Flex Academy. And the first step is what you're already doing is you're watching this video. And we want you to watch the video just to make sure that this is a good fit for you and this is what you have in mind and that we can serve you well. Step 2 is to complete the application, and I will open the application and go through this with you really quick. The application really is pretty self-explanatory, just has some pretty generic basic questions. The one I wanted to point out and really hone in here on is this one right here where it says, teaching your child from home is a great challenge, although very rewarding. Is there an adult in the home that will be committed to leading 6.5 hours of learning each day? And this is a big one for us. We can't emphasize enough that homeschooling and teaching your child from home is a big commitment. And we want to make sure that becoming a part of the Academy, you know up front that teaching your child from home is a challenge and it's a commitment, but it's also super rewarding. We want to make sure that up front you understand that. Another one that we want to point out too is that because some of the programs that your child will be doing will be online, we want to make sure that you have wireless internet in the home, which will be a necessity for completing some of those programs that will be required of your child. After you fill out the application, we will be in contact with you within 5 business days to communicate to you what your next steps will be. After you complete that application, again, there will be some forms that are required for you to submit to us. The forms are academic records, IEP records, if your child has an individual educational plan that's been provided from Blount County Schools or another district that your child is coming from, and vaccine records. And again, any of those that you have, you can send to forms@preferredflexacademy.com. If you don't have those forms at your access currently, that's okay. Just please reach out to us and let us know if any of those forms or getting your hands on any of those forms is a challenge for you. Just let us know and we will work through that process together. Step 3 is an in-person meet and greet. This is just a time where we ask some questions that we have possibly about the application that you filled out. It's also an opportunity for you to ask us questions that you have that we haven't answered yet. The next step would be an acceptance call after we have the application, the documents we need, we meet in person. We will call you and let you know either way based on the decision we've made about your child. After you have been accepted, there will be some traditional enrollment papers that will have to be completed online, and that just allows your student to become registered with Blount County Schools. On the frequently asked questions page, I just wanted to point out a couple of these, and the first one is a question we get a lot is Preferred Flex Academy an online school? And the quick answer to that is no, we are not, because number one, your student will use a combination of paper and pencil and online learning programs. So it's a combination of online and traditional learning using paper and pencil, And also, it's not an online program because we want the parents to be the ones that's leading the instruction at home. And so to answer the question, no, we are not an online program. A question we get a lot is, how are students selected for acceptance? I talked a little bit about that just a second ago, but I will just go over this with you really quick and say that the Preferred Flex Academy does not discriminate on the basis of race, gender, color, religion, national origin, age, or disability. And how students are accepted is as followed. Number one, you have to complete the application first off. So after the application is filled out, you submit the documents that you have access to. We can work through the ones that you don't have access to. And then we do the in-person meet and greet where, again, you ask questions and we ask questions and we just talk to make sure we're a good fit for each other. But this is kind of a big one too, the parental support. We want to make sure that there, again, is a parent at home that understands the challenge that this is, but also is excited about the reward that can come from educating your child in this way. We also want to make sure that your student is able to learn from home, which means that that home is a great environment for your student to learn from, that there's not distractions that your child can't overcome, and that just learning from home, again, is a good fit for your student. Last, we want to make sure that your student will be able to attend the weekly enrichment classes and can participate in group activities, which means your student can get along with other children and can provide a meaningful experience for the other children with your child in the room, that your child can contribute, that your child is a good fit for a classroom learning environment. And I think that's all the big ones here. One other one that we kind of get some questions about sometimes is do you accept special education students and IEP students? And the quick answer to that is we do not discriminate against those students. We just need to check paperwork and check past records to ensure that the services that your child needs we can meet at the Preferred Flex Academy. Moving on here, and the last one, or one of the last tabs here on our website, is the Contact Us page. If there's any questions that you do have, feel free to fill out the form, and you can contact us at any time, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. And I think that should be it here. Last thing I wanted to emphasize to you really are two things, is just to remind you of how big of a challenge it can be to homeschool your child. We want to communicate to that up front that this is a challenge to do, but it's also, again, rewarding and really a unique opportunity for you, your child, and your family. And last, I just want to communicate how excited we are that you are interested in our program, and just the opportunity that we will have to serve your child and your family. We are excited about. We look forward to meeting with you and want to serve you the best way that we can.